Welcome. My solo adventure will be with a young lady that I met while I was incarcerated. Her name is Lee.
How you doing, girl?
My attraction to Lee initially is she's definitely a lesbian woman. Most of my life I've been gay, I guess. Like, I've been with women. Me and Cammie's sexual connection is out of this world. We have amazing sex, but she is not gay. She is not bi, and I crave girl touch.
All right, we're gonna be heading out. Give you guys your time. Nita actually called me when she was in jail and said, hey, there's a girl that just showed up. Her and I are connecting, and she said, would it be okay if, we kissed? So that's fine with me. I gave her permission. All right, see ya. Right. Have a good time. Bye.
All right. Well, first, let me thank you all for taking time out speaking with me. My name is Aries from Urban Bridges.
Hello.
Appreciate it. I'm going to start with everybody. Please introduce yourself. We'll let Trent start, and then just let us know what made you originally get into the poly lifestyle.
Yeah, my name is Trent, and what my wife and I, we were high school sweethearts, been married forever, and we actually started the journey. Really started when we were asked to lead a bunch of marriage counseling at our church and stuff, and started helping people, and started going on a journey around sexuality, and saw our views starting to change. It was really around how there's a lot of fear and control around everything.
Yeah.
And so we just really started to, pursue knowledge. And, that's one thing that, we like to challenge our belief systems, if they're not working for us. And when we lost our son, we went through that process of really challenging belief systems. We did sexuality and went to a clothing optional resort, met some amazing people. It's amazing how authentic you need to be, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a janitor, or whatever else. Just without clothes on, you just get to meet people for God. And that eventually led us down this road of opening our marriage.
Wow, that's what's up. What about you, Cammie?
My name is Cammie, and like Trent said, we've been married forever. Actually, for me, I have always been kind of a pioneer, if that makes sense. Growing up, I grew up in a very, very, very religious, legalistic, culture. And as a child, I recognized that the reality that was happening in my life didn't fit the belief systems that I was being given. I didn't have a place anywhere to ask questions. There was nowhere safe for me to process any of that. So it actually caused a lot of turmoil in my life.
Right.
When our second son got ill, and we started going through that process, we actually had a lot of, a lot of difficult things came our way. We got pretty much blamed, like God is teaching you a lesson. You must have sin in your life. Your son must have sin in his life. And that really sent me on a journey of, if this is who God is, I'm not sure that I want to be, I want to believe in a God that does this to children, and so I began to have more courage to ask those difficult questions. And so we ended up moving away from our family and our church that we had been part of. And then we were really kind of by ourselves and started just trying to, what do we believe? And is this serving us? Is this hindering us? And that's really what happened with our marriage. We asked a hard question. What is abundance look like?
Yeah.
And it led us down this road, and here we are today.
That makes a lot of sense. Nita, introduce yourself and let us know how you joined this wonderful bunch over here.
My name's Nita, and this wonderful bunch was my idea.
Oh yeah.
Because neither one of them had the idea. It was definitely my idea.
True.
What made you want to do it?
Believe it or not, I heard about her before I ever met her, which was funny. But I knew immediately she was someone I wanted to know.
Yeah, I like that. Trent, what's been the most difficult part for you filming season 1 of This Is Poly?
Well, the most difficult part of filming, was actually coming out to family and friends. I knew it was going to be difficult, but actually going through it, you know, for the first time in my life, being a disappointment or whatever else, you know, that was definitely challenging.
Understandable. Cammy, Nita just told us what it was about you guys. What was it about her that made you open to adding her to you guys' relationship?
I love this question. I actually was very, very enthralled by Nita. She was everything that I was never allowed to be. Like, she was very sure of herself. She was very, I want to say, dynamic. Anytime she entered a room, everybody knew that she was there. Like, she was just unapologetically herself. And I had never in my life been allowed to be that. And so it really just drew me in. I wanted to know how she had that confidence, how she knew how to be like that, how she got rid of belief systems that would stop you from being that way. So it was my draw to her.
Oh, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Nita, when people watch the show, what do you want them to kind of get out of your story when they actually see you guys on screen?
Definitely that we were like established before the show ever came about. Like we have done this successfully for like 3 going on 4 years, damn near, you know, successfully, and then had a, you know, 3-year friendship that this relationship was all based off of first.
Yeah.
I mean, like it just didn't. I mean, like it was all conscious decisions. We didn't just fall into it, or just like one day we were doing this, and then next day we were fucking. It was conscious decision on both behalves, like to be a part of this.
Yeah, I like that. Trent, same question. What was something with you?
Something with sorry, what was the question?
Right, I read the wrong question back. But what was something that you want people to get out of the show once they watch it and they see you guys as a couple, a throuple together? What's something that you want them to get out of that story?
Yeah, the thing that I'd really like viewers to take away is just the courage to be authentic, the courage to ask those difficult questions, the courage to challenge the belief systems that you grow up in, and most of all, to live out a place of love. You know, there's too many, you know, in the world today that's going on is if there's somebody's different than us, we want to judge, we want to, you know, just persecute. And so my ask is that people sit back and be curious instead of judgmental and ask questions. Somebody's story.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot. And then Cammy, what's the goal you see for you guys, the throuple, within like the next 5 years?
For me, the goal for us would be to continue growing. I mean, in a relationship like this, you do have to constantly grow and reflect and be self-aware, you know, because you're affecting more than just one other person. Now there's 2 people to take, you know, to make sure that you are operating in a healthy way. So mine would be maybe a role model for people, so that they can see what healthy looks like, you know, and that doesn't mean we're always perfect, but it does mean that are intentional and we're working things out and we're having communication and we're trying to give each other, make sure everybody's needs are met. Like that is one thing that I would love for us to be role models, that people could look to us and maybe even build a community where people feel safe and they feel seen and they can grow.
Yeah, that's okay to be messy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Definitely, it's life, and I love that because you guys right now have your own lane, so it's very, very prominent that you guys are able to have a teachable moments with this series. So that's what I love about this show. So yeah, I love that. I'm getting tongue tied today, and then this is for everybody. We can start with Trent, but you got to tell everybody why they need to tune in to This Is Poly every Friday on WeTV. Why do they need to watch this series?
Yeah. Everybody needs to watch this series because it's full of entertainment and it's full of real life, and you're gonna see authentic people with all kinds of different backgrounds and walks of life, and it's real. It is real life.
No doubt. Anybody else want to add to that?
I will.
All we're missing is a couple fucking chimpanzees and a clown, and we got a 3 ring.
I love it.
And admission is free.
For me, I would say that people should watch this show, not necessarily just to get the entertainment out of it, but also to see that this is a viable option and that because there's no rule book right now, all of us are just trying to figure this out and trying to do it in the best way possible. We know that there's probably better ways to do it, but somebody has to be the pioneer. Somebody has to lead the road, for all of us, and we'll learn and grow as we go.
Well said, babe.
Yeah, no doubt. I love that word. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Pioneers. That you guys definitely are that. So no doubt. Well, again, I want to thank you guys for taking time out speaking with me. Again, I'm Eric from Urban Bridges. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the season and what you guys do next. Maybe a spinoff, maybe some other stuff. Let us know.
That would be awesome. Yep.
You guys have a good one.